Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Which page, ma'am?
Everyone
Page
open
number?
the content page of your book.
Oh,
Content page.
okay.
Page number 3.
Yes, ma'am. Open.
Yes, ma'am. Tell.
Okay, now you tell me that up to which chapter you have completed.
Past 4 chapter.
Fourth chapter.
The first 4 chapters. That means classification, cells, movement in and out, and chemicals of the life. These 4 chapters are complete.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Now enzyme.
And this ma'am, enzymes is also completed. Ma'am has started.
Let me see.
Can tell the syllabus of this exam?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
will tell you. Enzymes, have you completed this chapter?
Yes,
Totally?
ma'am,
but
not full.
we did.
Only started.
Yes.
All the
Just-
exercise, question, answers, everything is complete?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am, not exercise.
And we
Okay,
used to start today from first.
Okay. So for
Yes,
the
ma'am.
so enzymes we will start from the very first today. Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
we will start it fresh. And now I'm going to tell you the syllabus for the next exam that you will face. The syllabus will be chapter 1 to chapter 8. Okay, chapter 1 to chapter 8.
Okay, ma'am.
So
1 to 8.
1 to
Revision
8. All the chapters will be there from chapter 1 to 8.
Okay,
Chapter
ma'am.
1 classification, 2 cells, 3 movement in and out, the chemicals of life, enzymes, plant nutrition, animal nutrition, and transport in plants. Transport in plants. These 8 chapters will be there in the coming essay 1 exam. Okay.
And please tell again what is the syllabus of S1? S1, yes.
You see, you look at the screen. You
Yes,
look
ma'am.
at the screen. There I have just marked the chapters, chapter 1 to 8. Okay, so you have already completed chapter 1 to 4. Now we will read 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am.
1, 2, 3, 4 is revision chapter.
Yes,
Yes.
these revision chapters will be there 1 to 4 plus chapter 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
now
Okay,
everyone
ma'am.
open page number 50, enzymes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, chapter 8 is there, right?
Yes, chapter
Yes.
8 is there.
1 to
Okay.
8.
1 to
Okay,
8.
done.
And have you practiced the previous year question answers also
Yes, yes,
from
yes, yes.
the chapters
Yes.
that you have completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am has done us 5 or 6.
And after ending every chapter, after the completion of every chapter, I will take a test. Okay, on
Yes,
that
Yes,
ma'am.
particular
ma'am.
chapter only.
no problem.
Yes, ma'am, no problem.
So as you have seen that before starting every chapter, at the first page or the front page of that chapter, a story is there within a particular or special box, right? A story that is
Yes, ma'am.
related to that chapter. So here in case of enzymes also, we can see what is written here. It is written here about forensics and salivary amylase. So as you have started this chapter, can anyone tell me what is amylase? Just tell me in one sentence, that will be enough. No need to explain it. From the name, we can understand that this is the name of an enzyme, right? So amylase is an enzyme. So in case of maximum enzymes, you can see AESE. This ACE, this word is written. So whenever any word plus AAC is, you can see, you can definitely identify it as the enzyme. Okay. So proteinase,
I can't
lactase.
understand.
So generally we write the names of the enzymes where that ends with ASE, amylase. So whenever you will see amylase, you can identify that this is an enzyme. Similarly,
Protein enzyme.
lactase. No, amylase is the enzyme for degeneration of carbohydrate. Okay, amylose sugar. So amylase generally denatures the carbohydrate. Okay. Similarly, lactase is also there. Lactase, you can see ASE. This is also an
Yes.
enzyme. And similarly, proteinase is also there. Proteinase. They denature the proteins. Proteinase. So they denature the protein. This is by protein plus ASE. So this is how we write the names of the enzyme. So whenever you will see there is an ASE, the word is ending with ASE, you can identify it with by as an enzyme. Okay, this is how we write the name. Now amylase is an enzyme that denatures the amylose. Amylose is one kind of carbohydrate. And before amylase, you can see salivary amylase. So from these two words, what you can understand, or can you tell me anything that from these two words, if you can guess anything? Salivary amylase means what? That means the amylase that is present in our
Mouth.
Human saliva.
saliva. Yes, this is why they are called salivary amylase. So salivary amylase is the amylase enzyme that is present inside our saliva. And what is the function of this amylase? The function is to denature the carbohydrate present in the food that we eat. Whenever we eat any food, the salivary amylase present inside the saliva, they denature the carbohydrate from the complex form to much more simple form, right? So this is
Yes.
why
Yes,
they are
ma'am.
the salivary amylase. Now, by detecting the salivary amylase or the detection of salivary amylase also helps in the forensic department, in the forensic work. So how do they help? So a story is given here. See, forensic science is the use of scientific techniques to obtain evidence relating to crimes. So the forensic scientists, they go to the different crime fields, and there, by using the scientific techniques, they try to find out the criminal.
Yes, ma'am.
Human saliva contains an enzyme called salivary amylase that helps to digest the starch in our mouth. Starch is the carbohydrate, the complex form of carbohydrate, or polysaccharide, we can also say. You have learned
Yes.
monosaccharides
Yes.
and
Yes, ma'am.
polysaccharides.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
starch,
ma'am.
yes, so starch is a kind of polysaccharide or complex form of carbohydrate.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes.
amylose is the amylase is the
Polysaccharide.
enzyme that amylase is the enzyme that denatures or digests that starch. Forensic scientists can test surfaces for the presence of human salivary amylase. So whenever we will talk, if any criminal entered that room and he has talked to the sufferer, to that person who is the victim, so definitely his saliva, the drops of his saliva, they can found on the surface, on the table, on the floor, anywhere. And the salivary amylase can be present there. So how they will identify that the saliva drops are there? Saliva drops can be anywhere. They can identify it by the presence of the amylase enzyme, salivary amylase enzyme, because that is only present in the saliva. This can help to determine whether a person was present in that crime scene or not. Because if they find that amylase or that enzyme there, that means the saliva is there means that person, any other person came to that room. So he can be the criminal. So to find out this, when the test first came in, it was only able to detect the activity of amylase, that is whether starch is digested or not. Although this could be useful, a positive result did not prove that a person had left saliva at the scene. This is because amylase is also produced by many other organisms such as bacteria and fungi, even if that victim had any pet. So this is one disadvantage of this process, that the presence of amylase enzyme they cannot confirm that the criminal was there by the presence of or by detecting the amylase enzyme. Why? Because amylase enzyme can even be present by the saliva drop of the if that victim had any pets, right? Like cats and dogs, their saliva will also drop on the floor, and that will also contain
Yes.
salivary amylase. So by detecting only that amylase enzyme, it was not possible to detect the proper or particular criminal. In the late 1980s, a new test that could detect human amylase directly was introduced. So one technique was introduced, it was discovered in 1980s that could detect only human amylases, not the amylases from the pet animals. Okay, so that was very, very helpful for them. However, this test can still give positive results for amylase from other organisms, including rats and gorillas. Although it is very unlikely that a gorilla was present at the scene of the crime, right? A gorilla cannot be present at the scene of the crime inside a room. So when they just discovered the process to detect only human amylases, that could not differentiate the human amylase with the gorilla's amylase. Okay, but generally it is not possible for a gorilla to come to the crime scene, to come into one's room, right? So this is why
Yes,
they just ignored that fact. Although it is very unlikely that a gorilla was present in the scene, it is often possible that a rat might come and they can be present. Today, forensic scientists are also able to search for chip cells within a saliva sample. If they can find them, they can test the DNA present within them. You all know that each and every cell of our body, they contain what? Our genetic material.
Our
What is the
DNA.
genetic?
DNA.
Yes,
DNA is
the
genetic material.
genetic material means the DNA. Why DNA is called the genetic material? Because it contains the genetic information that we get
Yes.
from our parents,
It's
right?
present in
Parents or
chromosome.
Yes, ma'am.
grandparents.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
those
ma'am.
in those informations are present inside the DNA in the form of particular codes. You know code? Code means
Yes.
a particular arrangement which indicates only one particular
Heliaxial
type of,
structure.
yes, heliaxial structure, double helix structure. Yes, that is the DNA structure like this. Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Now inside the DNA, you will read it later. Inside the DNA, there are 4 base pairs. They are
ATGC.
stacked like this.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
ATGC.
A, T, G, C.
Yes.
Like
So
A with
the,
T and G with C.
yes. Now the pattern of these base pairs, how they are arranged. Are they arranged as A, T, A, T, G, C, A, T, or they are arranged as G, C, G, C, A, T, A, T. So these are the, or T, A.
Yeah, that's like T A A T C G
Yes.
G C.
So,
Yes.
so many,
Yes. T A B C T A.
so many different possibilities and patterns of these base pair arrangements are there inside the DNA. And these particular arrangements, each particular arrangement indicates each particular characteristic feature. That characteristic feature can be either physical or internal or chemical. That characteristic feature can be, suppose, like brown eyes or blue eyes, or suppose
Yes.
the hair color,
Hair color.
Yes, ma'am.
the
Blood
nose,
group.
Height.
the blood group,
Blood group.
height, anything. These are the physical characteristics which we can identify that the nose of this baby is like his father, or the eye, she has got the eye exactly like her mother. So we can identify it. But there are some
Tongue also, sir.
internal,
Tongue also, ma'am.
yes, anything, any physical feature. But there are some internal features also. The possibility of that person to get a particular genetic disease. Now we know like cancer, diabetic, this can also be genetic diseases. So these are also
Yes.
inherited by DNA. So the DNA of every person have some different DNA codes. So if we are able to, just like our fingerprints, each of us, we have different fingerprints. It will not match with anyone. Just like that, the DNA code is also different for every person. It will not match with anyone. Okay. So this is why, if it is possible, the forensic scientists are now they are trying to to extract the cheek cells from the samples they collect uh, from that scene. And if they are able to collect the cheek cells, then they are able to extract or extract the DNA from those cells, and they will definitely they can identify the criminal, and for sure that person will be the criminal. They can confirm it, because every person has particular DNA code or DNA pattern that will not match with others. So they are trying to do this. If they will be successful, then they can find out the criminal very easily, just by checking the gene map or their genetic pattern. Okay, now biological catalyst. What do this word mean? Catalyst. Can anyone tell me? Catalyst means anything that speeds up any chemical reaction.
Chemical reaction.
Any chemical reaction. Anything that speeds up any chemical reaction. That is called catalyst. Within any living organism, the chemical reactions take place all the time. They are sometimes called metabolic reactions. So inside the living organism, whatever the chemical reactions are going on, we call it metabolic reaction. And outside our living organism, when we are performing any reaction in our laboratory or in nature also, when any chemical reaction, any reaction is occurring, we call it chemical reaction. But when the same thing is happening inside our body, inside the living organism, we call it metabolic reaction. Almost every metabolic reaction is controlled by catalyst called enzymes. So what is the function of the enzymes inside our body? It acts like the catalyst. Like whatever reactions are going on inside our body, they only speed up that reaction. Okay, the enzymes just take part in that reaction and they speed up the reaction. Similarly, if the enzyme is not acting properly, they can also slow down the reaction. Okay, but at the end of the reaction, the enzyme never gets changed or never changes its shape or its chemical structure. It remains unaffected. Okay, so the only job of the enzyme is to take part in the reaction and to either speed up or slow down the reaction. But then they remain at the end of the reaction, they remain unchanged. Okay.
Ma'am, what become
Yes.
unchanged? Can you repeat?
The enzymes.
Okay.
So the enzymes, you all know that the reactants in every reaction, the materials that take part in the reaction, they are called the reactants, right? And
Yes,
after the reaction, what we get, these are called the products, right? So the products, the chemical structure of the product can be different from the reactants, right? When the reactants will fuse with each other, they will make the different products, right? But enzymes only take part in the reaction. They will never be chemically or physically changed. Okay, they will not change their chemical or physical structures. They will just go, they will be present in the reaction, they will speed up or slow down the reaction, and they will just come out of the reaction unchanged. They will remain unchanged. Okay, so their job is only that much, to control the speed of the reaction. Okay. Okay, so now here you can see some key definitions are there. Catalyst and enzyme that we have already learned. So mark up to this. Tomorrow we will start from this paragraph. Okay. So first of all, I will ask you few questions, short questions from this previous part. Then
Okay,
we
ma'am.
will read
We have to
next
read
part.
thoroughly the part, and then yesterday we will give you an answer.
Yes, and every Friday I will ask you questions. I will take a kind of oral test, you can say,
Yes.
from the part that we have completed in the whole week. Okay,
Ma'am,
every Friday I
we
will
have
ask.
to give
Okay,
up to
okay. Okay, ma'am.
the enzyme the definition.
Yes, up to enzyme definition. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
and at the
Okay,
end,
ma'am.
after finishing every chapter, I will take a class test on that chapter. Okay, don't forget that. So try
Yes.
to
Okay,
read
ma'am.
the part that we are doing. Try to read it today. Okay, don't
Okay.
leave it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now I'm going to take your attendance.